Here we go. Tonight. Here we go, tonight. Tonight. Here we go. Go. Tonight. Here we go. We're good. Here we go, tonight. Tonight. Here we go, tonight. Tonight. Here we go. Tonight. Don't jump. Ready?
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Denver Broncos. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back. Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Wilson. He's got it to Williams. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Well, this defense for the Commanders was terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Broncos had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
2nd down and 8.
Alert.
Here's Wilson to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Patrick. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Wilson. Got his man, it's Dulcich. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Williams is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
Now it's Wilson. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Lutz is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position.
At their own 39-yard line.
Here we go.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Gibson, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. But you look at this Bronco defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and inches.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Broncos 3, Commanders 0.
The Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll run with Gibson. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Taking a shot for Samuel. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Alpha right here. Hey, Ken. Extend. Alpha, let's go. Right.
Off play action. Fields slings this deep for McLaurin. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Commanders 7, Broncos 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On 2nd down, Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Go, 14.
On 3rd down, Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and shorten the sticks.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying for it with P-Ron. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
There.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here we go, Snipe. Right.
They'll start with the option. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go.
Now 2nd and 3.
Right.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Gibson with the solid pickup there, and the Commanders love using his ability in a variety of roles. Led the team with almost 1,400 all-purpose yards in 2022. He can run it and catch it out of the backfield.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Here's Fields. This is intercepted. Picked off by Quran Williams. And the Broncos are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the... He's got him in! Complete! Down the left sideline. Cortland Sutton. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw there complete to Sims. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
Fields throwing again. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Fields. In trouble, and he's taken down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Second half starts with a run by Gibson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On first down, right back to Gibson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's Fields. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. To throw is Fields. The throw taken in by Sims. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Straight ahead, Gibson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it?
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Fields on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Looking to throw on 2nd down, Fields. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them humbling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And that's complete. It's Sims. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
On On fourth down, Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's got room to roam. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, 32 yards. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, oh, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Throwing is Wilson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Wilson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. And the Commanders come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Through the middle of the field. Antonio Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Commanders 28, Broncos 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. That's caught inside the 20. Big yardage that time for Washington. 49 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Here we go.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Fields. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Commanders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Commanders 35, Broncos 10.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Play action. It's Wilson. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
11. No mas, no mas. Go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance
to pad their stats a bit, but as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
From the gun on third down, Fields. That one downfield for Dotson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling, but inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs.
It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just
Here we go. We're good. All right. All right. Here we go, son. Hurry up, hurry up. Here we go, son. All right. All right. don't jump. Ready? Set high. Here we go. Go. Here we go. All right. Sit high. Sit high. Here we go. Sit high. Sit high. Here we go. Sit high. Sit high. Here we go. Sit high. Sit high. Go. Here we go. Sit high. Sit high. Here we go. Sit high. Here we go. Good. Up. All right. Here we go. Sit high. Sit high. Here we go. Sit high. Sit high. Here we go. Good. Keep, don't jump. Ready? Sit high.
It's week 3 of the National Football League. We'll see the dynamic Justin.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Into the air right away is Allen. And complete right side to Cook. And nothing to speak of there after the catch as they get him right to the ground at the 37. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get him by Cook. Oh, he just snuck out there, and he's getting a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Here's Allen to throw it. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 44-yard line. From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Commander's 39-yard line.
They run for the first time with James Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. You talk about this Washington defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll try the middle with Cook. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. So here are the Commanders making their way out. They'll be led out by a man who nearly broke the single-season rushing record for quarterbacks last season. A true dual threat out of Ohio State, Justin Fields.
And I think if you're handing out hardware through 2 weeks of the season, he might be your MVP, already 7 touchdown passes in just 2 games. As we do know, though, in real life, they don't hand you out anything this early. A lot of games left to get through between now and the playoffs.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 more on that one.